Hello everyone, welcome to the next two episodes of this series. At this moment, both of them lunged at each other, with the Monkey King preparing his stance with his powerful fist, but unfortunately, before the Monkey King could strike, the mysterious lady hit him with a sword, splitting it into many pieces. However, there was something strange about its body, as it didn't feel anything when struck. The mysterious lady noticed and turned around, saying, "It's not real, just a decoy." At this point, the Monkey King suddenly appeared from another side, saying, "Your reaction is good, girl, but unfortunately, it's too late." As he finished speaking, he unleashed a powerful blow, causing a large area of earth and rocks to crack. After that attack, the mysterious lady lay in the pit created by the Monkey King's assault, and the battle seemed to have ended at this point. However, with her strong willpower, she refused to collapse, still able to move and stand up. The Monkey King chuckled in surprise, saying, "You faced my blow head-on and can still move? Then, the next move from me will be..." Before he could finish his sentence, he received a blow that twisted his face, making his teeth want to fly out. After being continuously slashed by the mysterious lady like cutting bananas, the Monkey King spat blood and thought to himself, "Damn, she strikes so fast and unexpectedly. How could she hit us like that? Her speed is incredible." After enduring that onslaught of attacks, the Monkey King fell to the ground, causing a small tremor. He lay on the ground while the mysterious lady remained focused without any sign of distraction. As the Monkey King got up, he looked straight at her, and she also stared back, remaining vigilant. Even Hao Xian was astonished and terrified, saying, "This woman is strong. She managed to injure Wukong like this within 2 rounds. Witnessing this scene, he couldn't stop sweating. Trying to calm himself down by touching his forehead and reassuring himself, "Stay calm, stay calm. It's not the right time to use the peak experience card." After calming down, Hao Xian rushed back to Wukong and asked, "Wukong, are you okay? Are you alright?" His eyes were determined, filled with a strong fighting spirit. Wukong, not underestimating his opponent, replied, "This woman is incredibly strong. In the past, it would have been difficult to defeat her. But today, I have been taught the inner state by my master. The disciple is sure to win." Upon hearing this, Hao Xian froze for 5 seconds, unable to believe what he had just heard. His eyes widened, and he stuttered, "What? What do you mean? Are you saying you've understood the power of inner state cultivated energy?" Wukong looked confidently at him and replied, "Yes, master." Hearing this, Hao Xian turned into stone, refusing to believe it. How could that be possible? This is absolutely absurd. Seeing that his master didn't believe him, Wukong clarified firmly, "I'm telling the truth, master. While I may not have the same abilities as you, I can definitely display them without any problems. If you don't believe me, you can observe carefully." Then, he tensed his entire body and shouted, "The Great Way is not flawless. Understanding chaos means accepting disorder." At this moment, a tremendously powerful aura emanated from him, even causing the mysterious lady to be astonished. She widened her eyes, looking in fear at the inexplicable aura surrounding Wukong, and asked herself in panic, "What's happening? What is this strange aura?" At that moment, Wukong clasped his hands together to integrate the chaos. The 2 streams of red and black energy merged with such force that the entire ground trembled and cracked. After a while, Wukong successfully merged the 2 forces to create a small sphere. Hao Xian, witnessing this scene, gasped and exclaimed loudly, "My goodness, it's the power of the cultivated energy Great Way. This young man has learned it just by glimpsing at it. This enlightenment is too disobedient to heaven. Will there be any room left for others to live?" The mysterious lady, seeing this, also broke out in a cold sweat before this overwhelming power. Deep within, she was oscillating, thinking, "This isn't good. This feeling is absolutely not good at all." The small glowing sphere made the mysterious lady feel a sensation she had never experienced before, an oppressive and terrifying feeling. She quickly regained her composure and thought, I must respond with all my strength immediately, or else I will surely die. Activating her space summoning ring, she summoned 8 flying swords to surround her. Afterward, the mysterious lady immediately prepared to launch the demonic technique sword technique. The two extremely powerful energies clashed violently. Hao Xian was surprised to see her display this demeanor and remarked, "This oppressive power seems quite ordinary, but it's no less than the power of the inner state cultivated energy." Wukong noticed the issue and shouted loudly, "No, that's not her own oppression. It's the oppression of those new swords. Each sword is a genuine divine weapon in legend." Wukong cursed angrily, "Damn it, I thought I had understood her strength already." He looked at the countless divine weapons in her possession, while he had been searching for a single divine weapon for years. However, he didn't feel ashamed because his current support was his master. Wukong was now extremely eager for battle, gritting his teeth and saying, "Her strength is still unworthy before the might my master taught me." Wukong shouted loudly, "Come at me." Suddenly, Wukong became motionless and felt something very unusual. The power of the cultivated energy Great Way was in chaos, and his whole body felt like it was about to explode. With his eyes wide open, he said, "This is dangerous. I can't control it anymore." Afterward, there was a terrifyingly large explosion that shook the entire area. Wukong fell down, cursing, "Damn it, just a little more." Seeing this, Hao Xian rushed over to ask Wukong, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" Even though he had no strength left, Wukong tried to reassure, "Master, I'm fine. It's just that my body temporarily can't move. The power of the inner state is too strong, and I couldn't control it, so it backfired." Hao Xian breathed a sigh of relief and said, "It's okay. With a few more practices, you'll surely master it. As long as you're okay." At this moment, the mysterious lady suddenly spoke, saying, "I never expected that the subordinates of the great demon lord would have such power." Startled by her words, Hao Xian jumped in fright, his heart pounding. The mysterious lady looked at him with an icy gaze and said, "I have underestimated the enemy." Seeing this scene, Hao Xian was so scared that he almost wet his pants. He raised his hand and said, "Wait a moment, lady, you've misunderstood. We are not the subordinates of any demon lord as you said. Please calm down, can you?" Hearing this, Wukong lying on the ground immediately shouted loudly, "Master, don't waste your words on her anymore. Just go ahead and give her a beating." Upon hearing these words, Hao Xian immediately kicked him in the face. "Hit your own head, you rotten monkey. Every day, all you know is fighting and killing. Use your brain for once," he cursed out of frustration, though in reality, Hao Xian was trembling with fear. He was choosing his words carefully, as the little girl holding the sword on the tree nearby seemed ready to strike at any moment, because his peak card had a cooldown time, requiring another 10 minutes to reactivate after use. Wukong's current strategy had temporarily lost its effectiveness. He had to win over this mysterious lady first and then take action when the opportunity arose. Hao Xian looked up at the fierce and bloodthirsty woman and said, "Lady, we are also righteous people just like you. We came to the kingdom of women to save people. Surely you had the same intention, right?" The woman didn't hesitate to respond, "Of course." But then she changed her expression and looked at him, saying, "You say you're not allies with them, but where's the evidence?" Hearing this question, Hao Xian's face darkened. He didn't have any evidence to give her. Hao Xian continued, "I trust that a beautiful and majestic lady like yourself wouldn't commit such ridiculous suspicions against us, would you? Your grand demeanor shines like a star in the sky. I sensed that the moment I laid eyes on you. A person of your stature must surely have compassion for the world and wouldn't harm innocent people, right?" By reaching this crucial point, Hao Xian had deeply affected her, leaving mysterious lady in a state of confusion. She hesitantly replied, "Of course, it goes without saying. I always prefer to release the wrongdoer rather than kill an innocent person." Then she added, "But without evidence, it's not quite reasonable for me to let you go. Upon hearing this, Hao Xian stepped forward to intervene. Lady, don't panic. We have a solution. He stood there gesturing dramatically and confidently said, instead of that, why don't we all enter the city together? If there's any suspicion, you can just kill us directly, right? Facing this unexpected, the lady fell into contemplation for a moment. Sensing her lack of life experience, mysterious lady found herself unwittingly led by Hao Xian's manipulation. Scratching her head, she thought that perhaps this solution wasn't so bad after all. With this thought in mind, she no longer cared much and simply turned around to leave, saying, all right then, let's proceed. We shouldn't delay any longer. Follow me. After Hao Xian's successful maneuver, he managed to survive. Just then, mysterious lady turned back and said, that's right, I'm used to going back and forth alone. I don't like outsiders approaching me, so please stay more than 2 zhang away from me. As she finished speaking, Hao Xian approached her again and patted her on the shoulder, saying, don't be so cold. We're all on the same path. If we're comrades, we should stick together, right? Seeing his hand touching her, mysterious lady's expression darkened. She swiftly swung her sword to create distance. Luckily Hao Xian evaded in time. His hand retreated quickly, and he sweated profusely, terrified by the sight of the menacing sword. If a mortal like him were hit, it would undoubtedly be a disaster. So Hao Xian made a wise decision. He followed the advice to turn back while there was still time. He walked straight ahead without daring to turn back, saying, all right, we're more than 2 zhang away now. It was fortunate that he made the right choice, because with that sword and those deadly eyes, one misstep and he would have been done for. At this point, the two were heading towards the kingdom of women, but they had to stay 2 zhang apart as of this moment. Wukong observed for a while and immediately recognized this arrogant demeanor along with the abundance of divine weapons. She must be the legendary demon sword maiden. Hao Xian, hearing this, was puzzled. Demon sword. Seeing that he knew nothing, Wukong was quite surprised and said, demon sword Lin Huang, master. Haven't you heard of it before? Seeing Wukong's excitement, Hao Xian also asked in confusion, who is that? Is it worth your seriousness? Wukong recounted, demon sword Lin Huang is one of the top figures in the contemporary martial arts ranking, and also the only known member of the mysterious Sakya organization. He then asked, the heavenly place, martial arts ranking, and Sakya, what are they? Wukong replied, I'm not entirely sure about this either. Probably the most formidable figure in the heavenly place. Hao Xian pondered, that can't be right. Someone of that rank must have encountered inner state cultivated energy before, but she seemed unfamiliar just now. Wukong shook his head in uncertainty. Then he called out loudly, lady, it's not wise to keep your distance like this. In his heart, he knew he needed some intelligence first. He continued, later, we won't be fighting side by side anymore. We'll have to negotiate strategies. How can we talk if we're so far apart? The mysterious lady turned back coldly, saying, I don't need anyone by my side. Hao Xian was surprised by this response. What do you mean? Isn't it better to fight together? Wukong added, a little more rest and I'll be ready to fight again. But she remained adamant. I don't need it. I can handle it on my own. Upon hearing these words, Wukong and Hao Xian were both taken aback. Wukong, enraged, shouted insults, you crazy brat, acting so recklessly at such a young age. What makes you think you can handle everything on your own? Do you believe my master won't give you a good beating? Seeing his disciple's fiery temper, Hao Xian hurriedly covered his mouth, realizing that if she turned hostile, they would be in deep trouble. Looking at the mysterious lady's retreating figure, she added, I don't even expect to win. If I lose and die, it'll be your turn to take action. But even then, I won't need your help. These words left Hao Xian with a sense of melancholy as he watched her lonely figure walking into the sunset with a hint of sadness. For some reason, Hao Xian felt a sense of emptiness and remained silent for a while. Eventually, he saw the fortress ahead. Facing the group of people, he noticed a large gate emitting a chilling aura. Hao Xian thought to himself, I wonder what lies beyond this gate. At that moment, the mysterious lady turned back and reiterated, I remind you once again that I don't need anyone interfering with my affairs. Seeing her fierce demeanor, Hao Xian chuckled and quickly assured her, understood, understood. I promise not to interfere. I much prefer enjoying the show safely from the sidelines. With that said, the mysterious lady pushed open the door and walked in, her gaze darkening as if witnessing something she detested. Ahead of the group was a centipede with many red eyes, sucking life force from everywhere. It grinned upon seeing the newcomers, taunting, more fools have come here again. Seeing this, Hao Xian broke into a cold sweat, realizing. Oh no, the demon lord level, Wukong can't guarantee his safety now. I need to come up with a plan for mysterious lady to both fight and protect herself. Wukong, infuriated by the sight of the demonic centipede, expressed his anger, can't we just kick these bugs out of the demon tribe? They're disgusting. Immediately after, the mysterious lady rushed towards the centipede to engage in combat. Seeing this, Hao Xian panicked and tried to stop her. Wait, senior sister, don't rush in like that. I haven't figured out a plan yet. If the demon lord attacked their rear, what would happen? The demonic centipede was not weak either and retaliated with its own attack, preparing to unleash a powerful onslaught. A barrage of demonic energy bullets rained down, but the mysterious lady didn't flinch. She enveloped her body with her own spirit energy and charged straight ahead. The continuous explosions caused by the barrage of demonic energy had left deep holes in the city walls from its previous assault. The centipede, fierce and malicious, taunted, you ugly humans, you're just one of many who are about to die by my hands. But before it could finish, it was met with the intense gaze of the mysterious lady. A streak of violet light shot out from her, piercing through the centipede at lightning speed. What followed were swift, agile maneuvers, each strike piercing through the centipede's body, rendering it into pieces. The mysterious lady had vanquished the demonic centipede and landed gracefully on the ground. Watching from afar, Hao Xian was astounded by the sight. He exclaimed, just one strike and the demon lord is gone. Suddenly, applause echoed from above, accompanied by a voice saying, well done, well done. Pity it had to end. The words immediately caught the attention of Hao Xian's group. A figure emanating a fiery red aura spoke, my dearest and most cherished little pet has been slain by just one of your strikes. Truly befitting of the bloodline of the demon sword, with such a menacing demeanor, he must be the ultimate boss here. The mysterious lady was also surprised that he knew about her father. He chuckled sinisterly and said, not only are we acquainted, but we are also sworn enemies. Unable to defeat the old man, the little one takes out his sword to strike. Doesn't that make me quite pitiful, haha, then he let out a loud roar and displayed his prowess in the field of cultivated energy. Witnessing this scene, the mysterious lady, Wukong, and even Hao Xian were shaken. Hao Xian observed solemnly, recognizing it as inner state cultivated energy. He couldn't believe that this guy possessed such inner state. The story ends here. See you in the next episode.